Bible said that they would be men of lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. That they would say good is evil and evil is good. And we're in a time that these next closing years here, I don't know how long we have left, but there's going to be some very troubling things that's going to come on this land.
Jacob's
and
trouble.
Come on the world.
Prophecy.
And the Lord does not want his people to be fearful and afraid and scared. We need to know who we live for. We need to know who we serve, that he will take care of us. He will see us through. He will not leave us. He will not forsake us. Just because you go through a little storm, don't mean he's forsook you. Just because something really goes wrong and the stock market crash, well, still don't mean that excuse me, that don't mean he don't love you and that he's left you. But he's with us, and we need to believe that. Comfort one another. He told his disciples, he said, I don't want these days to come on you unaware. So he talked to his disciples, telling them, showing them things to come, that they would have some peace and knowing. These are some things the Lord has told me. And I find it kind of odd the way the Lord has been speaking to these things here. But I'd seen in this dream, the Lord began to speak to me by his word, his voice. And he said, for out of the wilderness shall come an albino lion from the regions of Africa. The eyes of this lion, its colors, shall be strong. The sign of the lion of the tribe of Judah, and the rise of the sons of God. I want to read that again. For out of the wilderness shall come an albino lion from the regions of Africa, South Africa, Africa. The eyes of this lion, its color, shall be strong. The sign of the lion of the tribe of Judah, and the rise of the sons of God. When I say albino, it's a white lion. It's what I saw. And I saw also the word of the Lord said that it'd be a supernatural move of God that's going to hit India. And many will be saved and turn to Jesus away from Hinduism. A miracle revival shall come. The blind is going to see, the lame's going to walk, and the dead's going to be raised over in India. It's going to be major. Never been nothing like it's going to be. And also the last thing the Lord told me is that be a very rare eagle will be found that is different from all of its kind. A very rare eagle will be found that is different from all of its kind. Thank you, Jesus. I had a dream. That was me and the other men of God, women of God. We were standing on top of a mountain, and that mountain was Mount Carmel. I knew that this was the place that Elijah had stood against Baal's prophets. But there was several of us up there on this particular place. It was me, Wilbert Reed, Robin Bullitt, and Robin Bullitt, Robin and Robin, both Robins, Kent Christmas and Candy, Hank Kuderman, Brenda Kuderman, Amanda Grace, Julie Green, Rose, my wife. There were several others that we were standing there, and you could tell we had united. The Spirit of God had brought us together for such a time as this. We were battling something that we needed each other in. I knew that the Lord, by His Spirit, had caused us to come together, pulled us together. But we know we need each other. We were all standing on top of the Mount Carmel, and we was all looking out across the land in front of us, and we could hear the riders coming, horsemen. You could hear the troughing of the hoofs, the horses, and it was just numerous of them. It just sounded like a stampede was coming. And off in the distance, we could see the sandstorm that was coming up from the horses and the chariots. You couldn't see nothing but at that point but just dust, just bowling, flying up through the sky as they rode towards us. At the very top of Mount Carmel was the Capitol building. And behind it was the White House. But you had to get to the Capitol first to get to the White House. The Capitol and the White House was on a higher hill above where we were standing on like a plateau. It was a flat place, but it was another little higher place. And there were thousands of people as we looked out across everywhere. And we could still look out and see the riders, the horsemen, they're coming.